Emcee N.I.C.E of God's House of Hip Hop 2020 Summerfest announces new dates and concert lineup. CHH versus a thing? Did someone say Christian tattoo? Spotify launches new podcast subscription platform. Crocs sales surge, Gil.
Dag, that's cool.
I know that, that's your line. That's right up your alley. New pacifier, how you say this thing? Pacifier pill.
Pfizer?
Yes, that thing. Possibly available soon. Did you hear about that?
No.
A pill version of the Pacifier? Oscar reports the lowest television ratings in recorded history. Buckle up.
Battle to the death, fighting till I take my last breath, till there's nothing left, till this flesh, till this past tense. Got up on the fence, henceforth this intense. I was lost, now a friend, now a force with the pen for the love.
Yo, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me, one second.
Hosting the show, guys. Gil, you're in the way. Can you get out of the way?
I love this show. Let's get the hair class going, man. It's been, I haven't heard you let that in a minute too, man. Man, we're back in the mothership. Last week was a hot mess. We started a little rough right from the jump.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get these hair class going, man.
Welcome back to the Marrio Esco Live.
Back in the mothership. All right. Shout out to our listeners. GH3 Radio, 520 Radio, God's Music Radio, Street Church Music Radio, Redeem Project Radio, Go Ye Radio. Shout out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch was good. Twitter was good. The Unashamed Network audience, Godify. Shout out to Spotify, Apple, Google, Podbean. Please be sure to check out. Oh, my goodness.
Subscribe to Emcee N.I.C.E, apparently.
Yo, he's coming. He keeps trying to. He's controlling this. He's controlling this thing right now. He's like, yo, I just want to talk, man. He keeps popping himself up in there. Like,
that's the thing. His power of presence of promotion is so strong.
I don't care about your show.
It goes into your fingers, and you're like, I gotta promote him.
Man,
I don't know why. I have to promote him.
He just has a button that he can just show up randomly whenever he feels like it. Oh man, that's scary, bro. That's like
GH3 power right there.
Go check out d2lproductions.com. We got new merch available there. We got more clothes more designs for the 848 collection. We got the heart, the tattoo off of our new single that just dropped.
These hats are fire.
Super dope gear. We got snapbacks, shirts, sweaters. Go check out D2L Productions for more info on the merch. Join the email list, subscribe to our YouTube, hit the thumbs up, share the show, do all that good stuff. Hit our hotline, 774-243-0385. Leave a prayer request, say what's up. Give us some advice. I don't know.
Maybe this time after the 5th show, we'll actually open it up to the public so you guys can. We're going to open it up. Nah, psych.
Definitely go check out Me Live Picks. Our playlist, our Spotify playlist, go check that out.
Yeah.
And recap man, this dude. This dude, man.
Yo, don't you got
no matter
buttons,
what?
bro? Don't you have
no matter
buttons?
what. I don't know how he's doing this. All right, so check out last episode.
I just don't get it.
Technically, it wasn't our last episode because our last one was a hot mess. I was on vacay. I went live. We had some technical difficulties. It was just crazy. But thank you for those who did join us on the live. It was a blessed time regardless. I had a good time. Plus, I learned a lot about taking this live thing on the road, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
So the last episode before this one,
which was a big fat no.
144, my privileged face. We talked about a few things. Shylin sharing a quote that sparked up some controversy in CHH. We talked about Pandora putting Zay Hill on the face of their new Christian Hip Hop Now playlist. Spotify. Actually, we're gonna talk about Spotify today again too, man. These guys are they're trying to hit something, man. Really interesting what they're doing.
Killing it, man.
And then we shared our feature tracks, Zay Hill featuring Bizzle and Cannon, One in a Million, and One Day Blessed Up. Yeah. Today, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen, to have our brother.
Just don't even announce it. Just put him out. You already showed him like 15 times.
Hold on. Let me get the. Nah, we got to do this right, bro. Anytime Emcee N.I.C.E is in the building, we got to do this right. Multi-platinum chart topping recording artist and producer, Christian hip-hop artist, curator for GH3 Radio, God's House of Hip-Hop on Dash Radio, Stellar Award winner, creator of The Jammies, ladies and gentlemen, our very own, our brother, Emcee N.I.C.E is in the building. Was good, bro. Now you can come in, man. I don't know what buttons you were pressing before, bro. But
yo, was that in the fine print that GH3 has all control?
I'm clapping it up for us. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I was testing it out to see if I could like project myself any part of the screen. You know what I mean? And so,
if you get approached by GH3, read the fine print. He can control your show.
Yeah.
Somehow Emcee N.I.C.E was standing by the burning bush, like just chilling with his arms folded up. Like,
yeah, I was like, yo, put me over there, guy. Hey, God, put me right there, over there.
Right there.
That's crazy.
Yo, brother, it's an honor to have you in the building with us, bro. Real talk, man. We love having you on, bro, and we love the energy that you bring to the show and just to our lives personally, bro. So first and foremost, man, it's a blessing to have you with us, man.
Hey, man, it's a blessing to just know y'all brothers because y'all out there marching for the kingdom, and it's always good to support those that are in it, for real. Versus just in it just to, pass time. But you guys are in it to save lives. I'm with that.
Amen. We love that, bro. And part of the, reason why we're also thankful for you, man, is just your conviction that you carry with wanting to take on that responsibility to help independent up and coming artists and of all different genres, all different, platforms, but specifically with Christian hip hop, to unify us and bridge these gaps that we need as independents to understand how the real industry works and whatnot, bro. So much respect on that end as well, and what you do for the actual genre on the industry side of things too, bro.
Yeah,
without compromising too, man.
And this is a real story. This is a real story. He that type of dude that you're an R&B singer, right? And you try to submit some stuff, and he's like, nah, bro, this station ain't for that. But we'll turn around and create a station for you.
Facts.
He's that type of dude.
That's fine.
So just when I was just like, damn, man, that's fine. Where we R&B singers gonna go, man? We can't even be on no hip-hop station. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, I got you.
Don't worry about it.
Station for you.
Here's a station.
I'm like, this dude just create an R&B station.
Just
yeah, but it's starting to grow rapidly with listeners. That Rhythm and Praise Radio, by the way, it's also powered by Dash Radio. So,
super dope.
Yeah, gospel is R&P is gospel's R&B. So Rhythm and Praise R&P, and at the end of the day, that's we're creating those lanes because we know that there are some progressive gospel that's there, and it don't fit on other stations. You know what I mean? And so we wanted to create a platform that they had, that you would have a voice on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro, because honestly, especially in this landscape, there's not a lot of places that you can go to get good Christian music. They do exist, but they're not so readily available like, how you've made it so easily accessible for artists.
Yeah, well, with the Rhythm and Praise, it's not just me. It's we got obviously Shiny G as well, but those Baxters from the gospel world, they've come in. They, and really, put their extra stank on it. So I got that hip hop ear and that, aggressive R&B ear. So I know to hear for that, but they also know to hear for some of that worship R&B that did not necessarily will make it on traditional gospel.
Dope.
Oh, it's fire. I've listened to it many times and I'm like, yo, this is what I've always wanted, and it just never existed. If I wanted to hear an R&B gospel song, I had to hear a worship channel, and they would
we just waiting for
occasionally
your
play
records
it.
though. That's what we waiting on. Where your records at though?
Yeah, there you go.
I know. I'm now I'm like, yo,
Time
he
to cash
actually,
in.
after I listened, I was like, yo, I need to step my game up, man.
Don't worry, bro.
I started listening to who's out there, and I'm like, okay. But hey, I am putting in work, though. Don't get it twisted. We are putting in work.
I believe it. We just need to hear it.
Oh, you will. Trust.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
Trust.
I'm waiting.
I mean, did you hear Tattoo? Did you hear
But
did you hear Create for the Creator? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that ain't your record.
It's our record.
It's our record. Oh, look at that. MC Nice, you're supposed to unify, brother. You try to divide here. What's going on?
That's exactly what he did when
We
I
got
tried
a
to submit
360
the first
deal
time.
going on here. What's going on?
That's that tough love. You know what I'm saying? He said you created a station for for people like me. Okay,
Facts.
That's-
Facts.
fit
No,
the
it's
pocket,
coming,
bro. That's what
it's
he said.
coming. Trust. It's in the works.
Dope.
Because now I
Listen,
realize,
yeah.
like, yo, if I'm gonna do this, like you said, we're doing this for the kingdom. We want to put our best out there. You know what I mean? So
feel you.
it made me reflect on myself and be like, yo, now he's doing real moves. Like, are you ready? You know, I had to really look in the mirror and be like, yo,
that's the
are
beauty
these
of it.
songs really
Facts, that's the
your
beauty.
best? Like, are you comfortable giving this to MC Nice and saying, yo, can you put this on your station that you created for me?
Bro,
And
this
I was
is-
like, yo, I need to rethink some stuff. So
Hey, look, I'm gonna just give you a prime example with God's House of Hip Hop Radio. Hey, Esco submitted us a few records. There's the last few that's been, bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? Which is, whether feeling like grass. We added that to rotation,
I appreciate
and it's
it,
been
bro.
doing very well with getting requests and
Wow.
different things. Create for the Creator, Fire Record. This Tattoo, Fire Record. So I think he done stepped into a groove right now.
Yeah, by the grace of God, brother. Real talk,
man.
by the grace of God. But I think this is a great way to segue right into the 2020 Summerfest, talking about how you created a
Opportunities.
lane
Yeah.
that people now have to put their money where their mouth is and step up.
For real.
Yo, this Summerfest, I don't think people understand like how impactful this is, brother. Why don't you break it down to us about the stadium, how many people it can max out on, how many people you expecting? Break it down for us, bro. Give us the update, man.
Yeah, well, God's House of Hip Hop 2020 Summerfest, that's the full name of it. We announced our new date, September 17th and 18th. We're going to do something quite different. We're going to both stream it and have it live. So for those that can't make it to California, you can get the streaming tickets right now. You know what I'm saying? If you support the culture, then support the culture. At the end of the day, it starts at $20, for the streaming and on up. But and then the regular tickets is if you want to come to California, you want to be a part of that, those tickets go on sale Friday. And we got a few surprises for you. You know what I mean? So if you're in person, you'll be a witness. Other than that, we want you to make that decision now, right now. Stream. If you're not in LA and you don't plan to come to LA, it's never too early to buy tickets. You know what I mean? So get those streaming tickets. www.2020summerfest.com. You can get that right now,
Bro. And you got like all of, if you could like put together, you know how they do those Marvel collages, like of all the different characters that exist in the Marvel world.
Well, Justice League of CHH is gonna be there.
You legit put that together for this one event, bro. Like
Facts.
anybody associated with Christian hip hop
Is gonna be there.
is gonna be there, bro.
Yep.
Real
in,
talk.
in one way or another.
Well, not only that is because Christian hip hop, I always treat Christian hip hop like hip hop itself. So when you think about hip hop, it's got conscious rap, gangster rap, mumble rap, it's got all these factions. Well, Christian hip hop has that too. You have your vibes guys. You have Latin Christian hip hop.
Facts.
You have gospel. You know what I mean? So what we wanted to do is showcase some of the brightest and dopest in the culture that we, at the time. And keep in mind, this was 2019 when we made those selections. Some people that were popping then might not be now, but that doesn't matter. They were selected. So for us, it's a matter of people that that tune into Christian hip hop, you might see, like you seen Swoop on the NBA commercial. Nobody knew who he was, right? But he's a Christian hip hop dude that landed on the MVP commercial. Or you heard Wande with the WNBA, or you seen 1K Few and Toby on the game, or you heard Joey Vantes with Christian Dior. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats to all those artists.
Right, or Kim Kardashian just really shouting out Andy Mineo and Lecrae.
Yep.
You know, and even people was like, "Who's this record? What's that song? What's this?" And that record had been out for for a couple of years, I believe. So, what this does, 2020, God's House of Hip Hop 2020 Summerfest, it showcases our artists, our stars. Some that are there, some that are not. They'll probably come in 2022, but in 2021. Yeah, we doing that. So when you think about this from the Latin side, we got Alex Zerto. If you don't know who Zerto is, go look him up. Dude selling 12,000 seats, 13,000 seats, himself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you got Manny Montes. You got, What Up RG. You got Brian Trejo, who really don't get a lot of love. So not a lot of, he don't get love, but it's not readily seen by the masses. Yep. So we're here to expose you to our culture and not just give you one set of vibes. We want you to experience it from gospel to pop to pop hip hop, Christian hip hop to, what I'm saying? We want to take you on that journey.
What's crazy about this opportunity and everybody listening is most of the time, and I know people who listen to the show obviously know what this is like, because if you're a fan of hip hop like we are, you definitely have attended some Christian hip hop event. You had to have at least once. And we all know that it's always either at a gym or at a church or at a hall. It's always, it's low budget because, those opportunities are not always readily available. Those doors are not always open for just anybody. So to have someone like you now and say, I'm not going to do the whole, outdoor and on the grass type thing. I'm not going to do a hall. I'm not going to do some school or church. I'm going to give you the same excellence and the same quality that the secular world does when they bring their best artists. And we're going to give you a concert. We're going to give you an experience. Like, we're going to bring this to you the same way they do. But we're going to give you our best. And that, to me, is the most impressive.
Bro. 2 days.
Not only that, we're not giving out honorarium and sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're paying artists with, we giving out bags, to everybody. Dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I came from the secular world. So you see behind me, Pac, Nas, motion picture sound. Like, I came from that world. So I understand exactly how those bags work. Right. You know what I mean? And I understand exactly how the marketing and movement work. So for me to come into the culture, it's like, what's missing is somebody that understands the marketing side of this, that's willing to help others, because you have those that aren't, and so for me, that's what it was about. And me and my business partner, Shiny G, we said, we getting ready to change the culture but the culture needs to understand just how valuable it is. And the only way we can do that is by giving you A1 experiences, that show you your value.
That's real talk, because what you do now is you cause everybody across the board to level up. You know what else you do? You can birth A&Rs from this. Like, there might be people out there that don't even understand what curating music is.
Yep.
And then they realize that there's a lane that can be filled and they can become a curator for CHH, bro. And now they're taking, like, even record labels can come to these festivals and be like, who's the underdog?
Well, that's what's happening, because record companies right now major record companies are signing artists from Christian hip hop, but they're not getting the deals they're not getting the deals that they work, because they get fed the story of, there's no venues for you to perform. There's no radio for you to play you on, and there's no print and media for us to do that. So we would have to spend an extreme amount of money to get you popped off. So we can't really give you big advances. But we're changing the narrative on that. When you think about God's House of Hip Hop right now, we are the #1 station in the world for Christian hip hop. not in the America, not in California, in the world. So you know what I mean? And we're the first station in the history of gospel to win a Stellar Award. We're the first station in the history of Nielsen, BDS, and Billboard to have a BDS.
Give the flowers with it. You know what I'm saying? So, people need to learn to give the flowers, man.
Keep in mind, with the BDS chart, we just now got approved by Nielsen, Billboard to do a Christian, internet Christian hip hop chart. So now there's a chart that's available for CHH if they submit to radio. So now as an artist, you got to think beyond Spotify. You got to think beyond YouTube and Audio Mac. Radio is now in play. There's 7 stations that are BDS stations. I heard you at the beginning list a few others. Well, they should become BDS stations, and now we would have 14. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? If we're going to be about the culture, really be about the culture, because that's what helps the culture. Now, when it comes to the festival, we are we ain't at some civic center. We ain't at some, some high school auditorium. We are at the premier stadium in Los Angeles. Where the Major League Soccer team, the LA Football Club, called Bank of California Stadium. It holds about 22,000 people. So this ain't no little bitty, situation. This is a real situation, and it's a 5-star situation because we believe the culture is 5 stars. Hold on, real quick. Streaming tickets available now. www.2020summerfest.com. Go get those.
I'm telling you.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to give CHH an A1 situation.
I 100% agree with you. And that's my point, is that you are truly looking at the genre and all those participating it as a 100% foolproof business model, and not just a business model, but something that can change lives, that can really impact. And because you believe in it so much, you are not, you're not behaving in the manner that you are. No one can question it. You're putting in crazy money. You're giving opportunities to all these different artists to have this platform. And some of these artists that are going to be performing are not artists that have this huge platform. Some of them do, but some of them don't. So you can see that there's no partiality, and you're not just looking to sell tickets, because then your whole roster will be all fire, high selling artists. But some of them are not
but the roster would then be filled with a bunch of egos.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And in Christian hip hop, that's the problem. There's a whole lot of egos and a whole lot of people that feel like they entitled. And at the end of the day, if you rocking for God, there ain't no entitlement. It's about going out there and saving lives. Yep. And so for us, it was just a matter of, we looked at the landscape of people and we seen the work that people were putting in that weren't necessarily getting, the recognition that they could, but they was putting in that work. So here, what this does is we got multi-levels of artists performing. So if you're an artist that's in that, 5 to 7 minute slot, you gonna look at the others, and that's what's gonna motivate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you that artist that didn't make it into the headliner but feel like you a headliner, you know what I'm saying? Is your show gonna be worth of that? Because then you're gonna see the shows and you're gonna be like, okay, I need to step my show game up.
Yeah, you created an environment of testing ground, you know what I mean? And bro, it's like now you have a clear understanding of who's made for it, who's not.
Yeah.
Because now it's exactly what Gil said. It's like, okay, this is what you want. Here you go. Let's see
what you can do with it.
You built for this now. Let's see if you can.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to show who's built for that. Keep in mind, the stage is 60 by 80 feet. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no little stage.
What I'm really interested to see, I can't wait to see this, is how these artists are going to maneuver on a stage they ain't never been on. Because I know a lot of these artists have never been on a stage that big. Because like I said, most of these concerts are always at schools, churches. They've never been on a 60 by 80, bro.
Like, what you gonna do?
How you gonna fill that
You
up?
got to do something.
You gotta do something. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna make or break a lot of artists.
It's got mad digital screens. Like, it's the real deal.
That's crazy. It's gonna make or break a lot of artists.
Wow.
It's like you at Coachella. It's like you at Ultrafest. It's on that level. So, you know, as an artist, it's going to behoove you to bring it, because if not, we're going to see it.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm not performing this year, and I'm kind of nervous.
Make you second guess, right?
I'm like, yo, 60 by 80, my G? Like, that's a lot of space
what
to
we gonna
fill
do,
up.
What we going to do for tattoo? Like,
I'm going to have to, start pop locking, bro. Like,
I can't be running from one side to the other, bro. We're just getting rollerblades. Just be rollerblading across the thing like, yo.
I'm definitely going to get my Heelys, bro. I'm definitely getting my Heelys for this one.
Roller skate across. You funny.
I'm going to be Heelying the whole time, bro.
Me and Gil doing it
Just on Heelys.
Not only that, we got a catwalk that comes from outside from the stage that goes into the audience.
Okay, man. Okay. So now I'm going to have to put fireworks on my Heelys and be like...
that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
All right, brother. Oh, all right. Let us know again. Where can we get the tickets?
www.2020summerfest.com. Streaming tickets available right now, starting at $20. On Friday will be the live tickets, and I believe we're gonna even do a layaway for that, starting at $19.99. You know what I mean? Dope. So and you can make payments on that. Keep in mind, this is 75 artists you're going to see performing, right? Wow. So you mean to tell me that each one of those artists ain't worth $5 a piece? You see what I'm saying? So $5 or $6 a piece. You mean to tell me that the culture ain't worth that? So that's what we're saying is, at the end of the day, if you really believe in the culture, this is something that's going to be around for years to come. Yep. And you can help that by, streaming it or showing up live and and celebrating with the rest of us.
There's not many moments in life where you get to be a part of a historical moment.
And I
believe this concert is going to be a historical moment for CHH, because nobody's ever had a stadium that housed 75 CHH artists. Are you kidding me?
Super dope.
You didn't go to just see Lecrae.
These are but it's going. We're about to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't have Cray, it don't have Minio, it don't have Social Club. You know what I'm saying? But what it does have is all of the others. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you really support the culture, we done put all the others there. Right. Now you got some. You
pretty much got everybody except, except them. Like, if you look at CHH's landscape, it's like, dang, literally, all CHH is gonna be there, minus Lecrae.
You funny.
For real though.
But I'm gonna keep it 100 though. We tried for Lecrae, but he had other obligations. You know what I mean? So, but that don't mean he can't come in 22.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Facts. And you got to think about who's elevating right now. 1K Few is elevating right now. One Day elevating right now. We picked up Bizzle. Come on, we got, you know what I mean? Yeah. We got Flame. We got Derek Minor. You know what I mean? Come on. Dope. So, and that's just the top. We ain't even talking about Ruslan, Uzuhan, Gavi, Cannon, AI The Anomaly, Jared Sanders. Like, they all coming.
Go get your tickets. Go get your tickets now.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you, we did a press conference, and Bizzle said there might be a GOM takeover, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." He said that's what he said. I don't know if he's gonna hold tight to it, but for some reason they all perform on the same day. What do you say?
He brings the whole film set, the whole crew, everybody. Like,
I don't know, but they performing on the same day, so that should be. It might happen for real. So it might happen.
That's what's up.
But you got to be there for that.
Exactly. I got one more question for you before we let you go, brother. What are your thoughts on CHH Versus? I heard you were gonna host one of these things, or no?
You heard absolutely incorrect.
Yo, Mario's a fool.
Yo, brother, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I heard you bought the rights to Christian CHH Versus somehow.
No,
it just birthed the other day, but I know you own it now.
But I did save 20% on my insurance by switching to Geico, though.
What?
My brother,
that had nothing to do with nothing, and it was the best answer I could have possibly received.
My brother, man, I thank you so much for your time. I know it was last minute, but again, it's always a blessing. You're always welcome here, bro.
I feel you. Thank y'all, man. Follow us on all social media at 2020 Summerfest on Instagram, Twitter. Also GH3 Radio on Instagram, Twitter. And me, Emcee N.I.C.E, Emcee LA on Instagram, Twitter, and Emcee N.I.C.E Music on Facebook.
This dude just spit his name. He just straight spit that. I couldn't even do that.
All right, my brother. Grace and peace. We'll chop it up, brother. I love you, bro.
Right.
Peace, bro.
All right, bro. Love y'all.
I don't know how you did it. He's like EMCC, N.I.C.E, and I love to rhyme and I say it twice. I'm like, I said say your name.
Yo,
took the opportunity and started spitting.
Man. Always a blessing, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to GH3 Radio. I thank God in His providence that we connected. Yeah, man, it's a blessing. Excited
that dude
about
is
everything.
A wealth of knowledge, man.
Dope. Yeah, fire. All right, we're gonna jump into one of our featured tracks. This is Bats Cold Heart. Here we go.
Yep.
I'm a slave to my sin, I ain't afraid to say. And I'm just trying to break these chains, trying to run away. And I done see my people struggle on that day to day. They wanna shoot, they shot at my shot, they problems fade away. And I done see my people die just to chase that dollar. They want that Gucci and that Louis, and they want that Prada, but not the designer of us all that made the world revolve. We see the rapper ball, that's what the media tell us. Made the media felt us, made us the enemy in my vicinity. Entities trying to steal my energy in my memory. I remember hating my skin and complexion. Might have started use my insecurities and self-hate as a weapon. Never stressing myth and what's in their hand. We don't got enough men teaching y'all how to be a man. They gon' rob you and your mans. They gon' rob you for a band. They gon' rob you for your vans. Now they just throwing that pen down. I'm a prodigy, I know they proud of me. And I'm just trying to break the cycle with curses of poverty. And honestly, I was cocky and I was lacking the modesty. Couldn't teach the way or pave the way for y'all to follow me. But I'm next up, I realized why I messed up. The sins from my fathers, they affect us thus. I'm just trying to save your soul, but your heart is so cold. In your heart is so cold. Yeah, my heart's so cold for real. Yeah. Yeah, my heart's so cold for real. Yeah. Yeah, my heart's so cold for real. Yeah. Yeah, my heart's so cold for real. For real.
Dope. That was Bats Cold Heart. If you guys don't know who Bats is, go. I highly recommend go check out his stuff. Young cat, definitely a spitter. Dope,
crazy.
Cadence is on point. Usually takes dudes a long time to get that sharp with their cadence like that tight in the pocket. And the brother definitely has that sound too, man. So shout out to Bats. Keep going, brother. He produces his own stuff, engineers his own stuff. He's even offering like videos, teaching everybody how he does his stuff, his own engineering and stuff, and his producing. So another independent artist, multi-talented. Shout out to Bats. So yeah, bro. What's good?
Emcee N.I.C.E got me thinking about my bag, man. Dang, man, how can I make this money?
No, don't.
I'm kidding.
How you can make this money?
No, but he definitely is inspiring, man. So I'm just like processing all that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm really happy to be in the same space with you that I can.
Right?
I'm happy
completely
to be back in the crib, man. I'm happy to be. Yeah. Man, it was nerve wracking, bro, when I was out there.
Like to get on the show? Why you?
No, like to put everything together. Yeah, to put everything together and like because it was pretty much on the fly, like hours before the show. I'm legit setting up every aspect of the show,
And
including
knowing
the
you, I would have
program
thought
and
like
everything.
first day that you arrived, you would have tested it out at least once.
Nah, I couldn't do that, man. I was with the family. We were chilling.
You know, usually the first day you arrive, you're tired because that ride was long, right?
Yeah, bro.
So I figured, you know,
That's
you
a
kick
13-hour
in, and
ride.
just relaxing, and while you do that, you just.
I'm never doing that again, by the way.
For that ride.
Nah, I'm not taking a plane next time, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know what it is, man.
I don't mind. I definitely want to do it one time with my family, like do a road trip like that. Because
Well, you did to
I've
Cali,
done it,
right?
Yeah, I drove to Cali.
Dude, how long is that?
It's like 3 days.
3 days you
Yeah.
were on the road
Yeah.
to California. Dude,
Yeah.
you are crazy.
And
I can't.
doing
I
the
can't.
drive that you did once,
No.
doing that each day.
Nope.
So it was like 10,
Count me out of that
10,
one.
11 hours each day. But we would alternate. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody took turns driving. So, but yeah, it was definitely a ride. But the cool thing about it, though, even though yes, it is taxing and tiring, but because you're driving across basically the United States, you're really seeing a lot. You get to see a lot of different parts of the United States that you ain't never seen.
Yeah, didn't you say you had to go through like some mountains and
we
You were
drove
like-
through Colorado, so we went like up the mountains. Like that was a dope experience because
but like
you're driving on
the
this
edge?
road.
Like,
Well,
you can
pretty
see the
much,
edge?
yeah. You could see, bro.
Nah,
It's
no.
dope.
No, that's not
It was
cool.
so dope.
That's not
But
cool.
that's not even the scariest part. That's not even the scariest part because there's railings like and everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
All
not
right.
like it's just straight open and you could just drive off. Like there's railings and high ones too. But that's not even the scariest part, bro. The scariest part is when you're driving, right? And you look up and you see like the actual mountain and you see signs. No, my bad. Before we get to the signs, you just see a whole bunch of net. Just net. All across the mountain. And you're like, what is that? Like, I don't get it. And then you just look a little bit lower and you see a sign that says, net is for when rocks fall. When rocks fall. Not if.
What?
When rocks fall. So
at
every
any
now and
point in
then,
time-
a boulder could just be like,
Yo,
and the
nah.
net catches it so it doesn't hit
That's
you.
crazy.
But it's like, but what if it's bigger than that net? I'm automatically thinking like
Yeah,
that
you
net
gone.
don't look too safe. That right there was crazy. Then
That would
the
give
other
me so-
second
how
one.
long is the road
This
you
is the
gotta
second one. Now I'm seeing that and I'm like, that's scary. Now I'm looking at the road and I see a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It was like one after the other of these random ramps that just go straight up in the
Oh, yeah, I
highway.
remember you
Just
telling me
boom. And I'm like, what?
What is that for? Did
I
you
see
try
one.
it? Did you go and try it?
Then we drive, and then
It
I
was
see
like, what
another
does this
one.
do?
And then we drive a little bit further, another one. And I'm like, what is
Yo.
these ramps? So we pull in to get gas, and me being a nosy person, I ask.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm not from
What's the
around
deal
here.
with those ramps?
So what's the deal with along the whole entire highway?
like a
There's like
shortcut?
random ramps. and the dude nonchalant didn't even bat an eye. He's like, oh, that's for when the trucks get out of control because they lose their brakes. I'm like, wait. Beep. Rewind that a little bit. Come back.
That's scary.
You went way too fast on that little tidbit. Went what? He's like, that's for when trucks lose control. They lose their brakes because it's a
Yeah,
mountain.
they gotta go somewhere.
So they're using their brakes so much that at some point their brakes give out. So they have to go somewhere. And instead of killing everyone, we made those ramps. I'm like,
Smart. Praise God.
nowhere. It just goes straight
So
up.
it allows them to
and
at
then
least
allows
slow
them to
down.
stop. You know what
They
I'm saying?
probably
Like-
like measured it perfectly so they know.
Yeah, it's not like it's just gonna be a circle. It's like a roller
It's
coaster.
like it's just like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Where does the truck go? It goes to the moon.
Your brakes go, and all of a sudden you're on a ride.
Goes to like an angle, and it just comes up, and they're able to chill there, and then it'll roll back. But
You hear the Sonic song.
they can maybe put emergency brake. The trucks have emergency brake. I don't even know if that's even possible. But anyway, that scared me. And I'm like, okay, it's official. I will never live in Colorado because everything can kill you. Either the rocks will kill you or a semi truck
poisonous spider,
will come out of nowhere
the
and take your
rattlesnake,
life.
But you're not even thinking of the animals, bro. You're like,
Dude, like there's a lot.
Alone.
I'm like, nah, man. I'm Colorado's crazy for me. I do want to go there at some point, but I want to fly in and then fly out.
You just want to.
I'm not driving there,
bro. You want to fly over it?
No, because Colorado, I snowboard.
Just to fly over it.
So I
Like,
snowboard.
there it
and
is.
Colorado has one of the best mountains to snowboard in. So at some point in my life, I do want to fly there.
Yeah, but what kind of
try out snowboarding?
What kind of
and then
mountains
bounce.
to snowboard on? Because it sounds deadly. Everything sounds deadly. So
Facts.
what kind of?
That
You haven't even seen that hill.
That's true. That's true.
It's like
I
90
might look
degrees,
at it and be
90-degree mountain.
Nah.
What is this? It's a free fall.
For real. No, but the thing is about those mountains, like you go to like the mountains around here, like where I live is Massachusetts. We got a mountain called Wachusett Mountain, and you can
it's a hill.
It's basically a big old hill.
Wachusett
you
Mountain.
go to the top and you make it to the at the very top.
They
you
make
get
us
back
pay,
down
They
in
make
like
us pay money to
15
go, to
minutes,
go down it.
20 minutes tops.
Yo, they're hustlers.
Say
bro.
it again?
They make us pay money to go down it.
For real.
It's a mountain. You got.
It's like
That's a hill.
at the
Cut
end of
it
the day,
out.
it's like, you know, this is Uncle Fester's hill. We just named it Wachusett Mountain because it sounds cooler.
People are just hustlers out here. Green Hill Park is bigger hill than that.
Yo, but the whole mountain you get to 15 minutes down. Even if you went all the way to the top, which can be pretty long, 15 minutes. Like, that's a good ride. You go to Colorado,
Yeah.
dude, you're going down the mountain for like an hour.
Man, dude.
Because it's just, and you're all the way at the top.
Because it's a mountain.
It's a real mountain.
It's not a hill. It's not a hill, girl.
So that to me is like, yo, that's crazy. To just be
found-
snowboarding
Yo, that's so
for like
that's so
40
bold
minutes
of them.
to an hour?
They were so bold that they put a ski lift on a hill. That is super bold. They're like, yo, we're gonna call this a mountain. And we're gonna put a ski lift and everything. We're gonna put snow on it so they can snowboard down this thing.
Wow, that's so bold. They put a lift on a hill.
Man, ski lift on a hill. So Gil, man.
But yeah, man, Colorado was crazy. So
Okay.
that's the only thing that I would say to circle back basically to what we came to is sometimes
Oh, you want to conclude
long
it?
drives are dope because you get to experience, things like that
Mm.
that you ain't never see and ain't never gonna see because wherever you live, you stay there.
I like it, dude.
So that part was dope. On the ride,
I like
did you
the
guys see
idea
anything?
of experiencing like different landscapes and stuff like that.
Did you guys see
but
anything
The
in that
driving,
ride?
the hours. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean?
Like things that were like, wow, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I
let me
had never
take this
seen that.
topic off then. No, man. I mean, you can clearly see how. Oh yeah, when we went through
Oh, okay.
Virginia, yeah, that was dope. But it doesn't even look crazy though. It's like, even though it's like the White House and stuff, it's just like, okay, that's it. Like, you just drove right by.
What did you think? Some trumpets were gonna come out? Like,
no, yeah. I'm thinking like, aren't
they're in
there
the White House.
Shouldn't there be like activity happening? It just didn't look
People
like.
juggling in the fields.
It looked like it was a weekend
Like,
off.
why is happening? It's the White House, duh.
It looked
They
like
always have
everybody.
people juggling in the grass.
It almost looked eerie, like dead. Like nobody was. Everyone was late taking a day off. Just everybody across the board was taking a day off. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
So is the president.
No, it was. I mean, the only thing that I did notice more than anything, and this is something that always sticks out to me anytime I travel down to South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, is when we get to that Virginia, North Carolina line, like in between there.
Mm.
There's this certain space for some reason, and I figured it out. I was like, I don't know why, but every time, and I know it every time, I don't got to look at the signs. I can be sleeping. I can be like just resting, and I will know we're heading into the Carolinas.
So what is it?
And so so this time around, I was like, all right, let me figure out what it, and I didn't say nothing, but I felt it. I was like, I feel it, but I don't want to look at the signs because now it looks like I'm cheating.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the signs and it was like, okay, was it entering North Carolina, babe? From Virginia? It was entering North Carolina from Virginia. And so I looked it up. I was like, you know what it is? If my chest loosens up. Anytime I get to that area, the air gets lighter. So I looked it up and it's pollution. They have a map that shows you the pollution.
So you got out of the pollution, so now you're getting cleaner air. And
Yes.
that's that moment you felt.
I actually could sense, I can pick up the difference.
It's like, wow, I can actually breathe now.
It was the quality of the air. I never understood it. I was like, why do I always feel different every time I get into it? And this time I was like, I try to notice what was the difference. And it was like a weight was lifted off my chest, for real. Like, it's mad clean air. I was like, I feel like they're purifying the air or something. It's mad clean. And then I looked it up. Yeah.
And that's true.
It was true.
That's crazy.
Pollution.
That is pretty cool.
Nobody thinks of that, right? Nobody uses that as a reason to move. Like, like air pollution. Like, you can use,
You know what, honey?
You know what? There's
I
too
don't
much
like the way I
pollution out
breathe.
here.
We should go to Jamaica.
We're leaving. It's true though. I mean,
I don't like the way I breathe.
If that's a
I want to
preference,
breathe in Jamaica.
okay, you have those people that have arthritis that can't stand the cold weather, or vice versa, the hot weather.
No, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. So some people, their bodies react differently. If pollution is less, it's probably better for people who are struggling with, like,
It's like, it's
asthma
weird.
or whatever.
Ever since I moved to a place that had no pollution, I feel so much better.
I don't know. I don't know why. Like,
it's the weirdest thing. I got away from carbon monoxide.
Dude, when's the last time that you said to yourself, you know what? The city is kind of getting congested. Let me check the air quality.
Nobody checks that.
Nobody checks that.
Nah, bro.
Like, is that not a legitimate
I'm not gonna lie though.
question?
I'm so conditioned that when I worked for a water company and people will call me and be like, "Can you tell me your pH level?" I'm like, "Stupid
pH level.
Like, why do you care?"
And now you understand.
But now I get it. I'm like, that's actually smart. You want to know what's in the water,
bro.
Like,
in my last
pH
job,
levels, all that stuff harms if it's too high or it's not enough. Like, you're not getting the proper nutrients if it's too high in minerals. Like, there's mad stuff out there about water. But we don't even check that.
facts.
Air, water, all are essential things. We don't check it.
At my last job, we had these guys that were going around the top of the roof with these meters measuring stuff, and you could see them like with these weird gadgets going up and down these pipes and stuff, and these like satellites on the top of the roof. And then next thing you know, they're removing one of the dishes up there, and it's because the thing was a cell phone tower that was actually emitting radiation to the people that were before there, obviously, because we were moving in. It made them take them down. So whoever was there was chilling right underneath this cell phone tower,
radiated,
getting blasted with radiation for who knows how many years. But if you don't think of it, you think to ask those questions? When's the last time? Matter of fact, can y'all tell me when they email me at music@marrioesco.com 2 hours in my name to tell me the last time that you checked for the air pollution in your area? I don't know. Maybe something to consider in your, when you're looking for a house or something. I don't know.
Or you could just give us a call and give us a voicemail and leave us a voicemail of your aha moment.
Anyway,
like, what was your aha moment,
bro,
as an adult?
This is why we got a podcast.
And you were like, yo, because I never thought of that.
Because we have
something that was such essential.
A single topic on the doc. But let's
let's hit that.
All right, K-drama. K-drama. I don't know if it was actually him though. Maybe I didn't do my good journalistic due diligence on this part. But anyway, let's just pretend.
Let's pretend we're actual journalists.
I'm a good journalist.
That's a good one. I like it.
Let's just all pretend. K-drama unintentionally starts some drama.
Oh,
he says, with a I think it's on Instagram or a tweet that he put out. Get ready, D-Mob, Pastor Donnie Hopper, for those that don't know, and I are excited to announce we're hosting our own Versus style event on Sunday, 5/16 next month. So K-drama versus D-Mob. They're going to showcase songs from the discographies as well as perform a few of their own favorites. And they're going to be streaming the live event on Facebook. And they're just asking the people to come through and celebrate with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the exact timeline, but I believe that this is where Wado jumped in the mix. I don't have the info here, but Wado kind of jumped in the mix and created his own verses. List that he wants to see. He had
he said based off of K-drama's thing, he was like, yo, this K-drama thing got him
thinking, and
like, who would I want to see?
And we know Wado's trying to get back into in the scene.
Yeah,
dope. Wado was definitely carrying the whole podcast, like radios type, live kind of feel. He was carrying that flag a long time ago, bro. So he's definitely a OG when it comes to that. And now he's talking about coming back in the scene. I'm curious to see if DJ Wado is trying to feel this out as his comeback to see if he's going to be the one to host these, continue that tradition that
I feel like, and I feel different
that he
about
started to keep it going.
The whole thing. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I love that Wado is doing his thing, and if he ends up being the person that is the host or whatever, that'll be super dope. He's definitely put in a lot of work for the culture, so it would only be right that someone like him would do it. But as far as the whole entire idea, it's like I'm indifferent. Like I think it would be dope, but I also think it's silly. The part that I think is dope is the fact that it's going to give an opportunity to people maybe who haven't heard a lot of the tracks or haven't heard of these artists and going back and forth and presenting their best tracks and going that playful kind of back and forth and competing. I'm cool with all that. But the part that makes it silly for me is that it's like we're just copying what the world did. Like we can't be.
And that was some of the comments, the reactions you were seeing from. Actually, I think it was. I think I got it right here. Mouthpiece chimed in. He said, "Christian verses, LOL. We still following the world lead, huh? Funny, but not funny." And people kind of went back and forth on that. Like,
that's the part.
Well,
that
what's the problem? If it's
with.
Dope, why can't we do it for our culture? If it's something that's dope, why can't we do it? Why can't we have
there's no reason you can't.
Verses and our own little, back and forth
But it is a desire that is rightfully so. Like, why can't we create our own things? Like, why do we always have to take a page out of the secular world and then apply it to us? Like, when is it going to reverse? When are we going to create something so dope and so fire that it takes flight that then the world says, yo, that's dope. Let's take that. Like, think about it. We should be innovators. Like, we should be creating things that people want to copy us. Instead, I don't see innovation. I just see taking pages out of their book. And that's
taking
the problem.
Page out of my rhyme book.
And that's the part that I question. Is it dope? Could it be dope? Of course. Why wouldn't you want to see your favorite artist performing their best songs and seeing who is the winner of that? Like, that's entertainment. Of course, everybody's going to see that. But the question is like, can we surpass those that did this and create something even better?
Somebody said CH Versus is based on hits. Who's going to beat Lecrae?
I don't know. Ain't nobody beating his sales. Or as far as like, I guess you can go for preference or you can go for.
Here's the thing though.
Because the thing is, those,
I know somebody who will beat Lecrae. So that means people don't really know what they're talking about when it comes to like Christian hip hop. Because we know somebody who could beat Lecrae. Legit.
Oh, true. Yeah. Emcee
Legit.
N.I.C.E.
If you talk about hits, we got somebody who's getting awards for stuff. Like, you talk about hits?
Yeah.
What's considered a hit? What? Who determines
most noise?
Who determines the hit?
Who makes most noise with that song?
Facts. Like, what? Who determines that? That's the problem with. Well, that's the problem that Emcee N.I.C.E is trying to address. Right? Is that he's creating an actual environment that sets a standard of professionalism, bro. Like it definitely sets a standard. Like you on that stage, and now we're gonna see. Everybody's gonna see. It's not like we can make it up. It's not like nobody can be like,
we can.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're gonna see. Are you blessed or you not? We're gonna see. I heard somebody say,
man, this is gonna be crazy, man.
Yo, somebody was talking about how using somebody as an example that thought that they were called to sing in the church. And he was but they literally did not have the actual ability to sing, technically, but they were fully convinced that God called them to sing.
Yeah,
so they thought they were blessing the Lord by singing in front of the church. But in all reality, It was
They ain't blessing nobody.
They were
but
breaking
themselves.
down the people in the church because they had to.
They were breaking
they
down
had to be
people.
tortured.
Can you imagine somebody saying that to you?
With this horrible singing.
They'll be like, "I'm gonna need you to stop singing. You're breaking down the congregation.
You're dividing. Your notes are causing a division in the church.
Yo, can you imagine hearing that from somebody? Like, yo, we're not gonna have you sing in the church no more. We can't have you singing worship.
They straight excommunicate
Like, what did I do? We're excommunicating you because your voice is that bad.
Until you repent.
And once you repent of that voice of yours,
we'll
welcome you back.
We will let you return.
That's crazy.
Woo.
You say you breaking down the church?
Breaking down the church with that voice, man. What's going on? You doing the devil's work.
Whoa.
No,
that is a diss beyond disses, man. That's like,
stop.
Holy smokes.
Let me stop. No, real talk. Real talk. That's not okay.
I hope that's not what he said. You're breaking down the Dang.
Them notes.
Dang it.
Them notes.
Yo, you are breaking down my spirit.
Straight from the enemy.
You are affecting my sanctification.
Like heresy. Everyone closes their ears. Heresy. It's like my notes. My notes are heretical.
You're singing to him. It's a straight up Psalms. It's straight out of Psalms. I'm reading the Bible. The heresy.
It was the
Turn
note.
your ears. Cover your ears.
That note is mad heretical.
That is the most heretical song. Sir, I sang literally, I sang right out of hymns. That was not. That was devil's music.
Stop. Okay.
You're breaking me down right now. Please.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Let me try to focus. All right. What was the point of that? All right. So
you were talking about the story where the pastor completely obliterated someone in the church.
So this is a great way to test the gifts.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be prepared before you even get on this platform.
That's fact, man.
You're going to be prepared.
You don't want your talent tearing people down.
Well, I don't think Emcee N.I.C.E is just going to throw anybody up there. Like, he's looking for people that are putting in work.
Yeah.
He's looking
excellent.
for people that are active in music, that are, that are excellent, putting out quality, consistent. That's what he's looking for because he's trying to build up the genre. You're not going to build it up with people that are inactive, that are just sitting around, not consistent. This is why consistency is important in this thing. Actually, creative tip.
And even to submit, like the professionalism that he carries is not just in how he organizes his events and things like that. Even GH3 Radio, like he gets questioned all the time, like, yo, can I submit? Can I submit? Can I submit? And he's open. Right. He is completely open.
Facts.
But you need to understand your business. And understanding your business is that if you're going to submit your music to a professional platform, it needs to be submitted to the right channels as far as ASCAP, these professional organizations that keep track of royalties, pros. So that's his first question. Is it registered? Do you have rights to your music? Like, these are things that you should know. And if you have all those things in order, then you can submit to not just him, to anyone.
Mm. Well, if there's a
platform that allows you to submit, you can submit to all of them. And the reason why you can do that is because you are professional with your work. And that's why he's only accepting people who are professional.
So coming back to this, because I don't want to drag that whole thing out. Coming back to this whole situation, you said you feel indifferent about it because you feel like people are kind of copying what's already out there.
Yeah, and this is the same thing.
Kind of aligning with what Mouthpiece was kind of hinting at.
Ultimately, if they're going to do it, I'm sure it's going to be dope. And I'm sure people are going to love it and be benefited from it because it's gospel music. But my question is, like Mouthpiece said, like, why can't we be like, yo, that was dope.
In a lot of ways,
what can we do that's different?
In a lot of ways, isn't that what we're doing with rap and R&B and any genre? Like in a lot of ways, isn't that what we're doing with everything?
I feel you.
It's things that exist, and then we got a podcast. Like this is like in a lot of ways.
That's also comparing, like you're comparing it to a movement. Like hip hop became a movement, and people just wanted to be a part of it. Battles.
Okay. Like, all right. So now we're getting to
this is not something that needed to be done.
The beef is not that you're copying or imitating. The beef is that in the concept of what you're imitating.
Yes.
What is it that you're imitating?
Facts.
That's what your beef is.
Yeah, like why are we imitating just that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
time
when
out.
we can create
is your
something
beef
better.
with imitation, or is your beef with imitating that specific? I'm trying to narrow that down.
I guess I would have to say, why are we imitating those things? Like that type of thing.
So your beef is not with the idea of taking some good ideas that somebody uses somewhere else in the world, secular.
No, because we do that every day.
Okay.
In business, we do that in clothing line. Like if we have a clothing line, where did we get that idea? Looking at from somebody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Yeah. We saw somebody else selling shirts and we're like, yo, we should probably sell some shirts.
The Breakfast Club has these Shore mics.
We should probably get some Shore mics. Hey, I ain't afraid to admit that. You look at professional podcasts and you're like, yo, what do they use?
You want to
why is it that they use that?
Yeah.
And we look into it and we see that
this is why they use
7MBs are the best in the market.
Facts.
They're literally the best that you could possibly get for a podcast. And you're like, so they got that for a reason. They got it because it produces excellent sound. I want to do that too. I'm not saying copying is a problem. We're copying versus battles. Like, come on, we could have come up with something that could have got this equal amount of attention.
First of all, we don't know exactly. Oh, okay. Well, he said like a versus event. They're gonna showcase. This is pretty much. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same.
So there's a winner at the end or something like this.
There'll be a winner.
This guy wins over that guy.
Yeah, I mean, and they're saying celebrate with us. So
but they're the ones hosting it. So
everybody's gonna be happy. It's all gonna be fun. But my point is like we can create things that are fun.
How you know that these two guys
engaging.
weren't just like, yo, let's create something exciting for the genre, just you and me, we're just gonna chill. And that's exactly all they wanted to do. And then it turned into this whole thing. Well, we imitating the world now. Like,
it could be, but
we just shut everything down just like we do. We like to just jump at each other.
They wrote, we're hosting our own versus event. Versus style event.
We come at each other so much harder than we do anybody. It's like the secular could just be free doing their thing, and it's like we can't even catch a break. Like we just try to come up.
No, but that's
we
the
shut
thing,
everything
though.
down. Just like
no, it's not that we shut it down. That's not true.
No, get that out of here.
We celebrate people. The point is that why is it
that's not godly enough. That doesn't have enough Christ in it.
But imitating is not the only thing. It could be.
Why you got a tattoo?
Say that.
No.
Why you?
Why is there a tattoo there? Huh?
Because I want a tattoo on my heart and leave it scarred.
No, but go ahead.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I think that we could be innovative enough to create our own thing.
I like it.
That's what the world. Let's think of this thought process, okay? We had two big producers that looked at the pandemic and said, yo, what can we do to elevate hip hop in this time where we are stuck in our houses? Let's combine our brains and think of what we can do in this time where everyone's stuck in their crib and we can give them a dope experience. We could put artists together and do a versus battle.
You like Emcee N.I.C.E.'s response to that? I heard you're
absolutely not.
Absolutely,
you heard absolutely
get
wrong.
That cop. No,
but my point is, like, yo, all these major people who have these opportunities come together, and instead of saying, yo, we should have our own version of what they did over there. How come we can't come together and be like, yo, what can we do to elevate CHH? In a way that hasn't been done before, or in a way that will really make people get invested and be like, yo, CHH is really coming out the cut and throwing blows. Instead, we're like,
yo, speaking of CHH throwing blows, bro, you got Joey Vantes out here like comes throwing them sneak jabs, sneak business.
Sneak business. About? They say the legends never died. Did you hear? Cheryl?
Bring that back.
Did you hear what happened with Joey Vantes?
Come on, man. All right, here we go.
This the kind of remind me that.
Yo, this thing ain't operating right. Hold on. I'm about to play a clip from Joey Vantes, new single he's going to be putting out.
He put a little diss in his rap?
Let's hear.
Ball's almost here. They say the legends never died. Doubted it this year. I was trying so hard to hold them all as peers. Then I saw my reflection. I don't belong there. I caught a little air, floated up to new heights. New
zip, new money, same thug life. Never connected with y'all, we ain't the same type. Some deep in the veins, ain't in your sound bites. The clown types, a cap life on good mics. Shake hands, then hit your back with a dull knife. Play the religion for money, then live a double life. If you really about it, I'll show you what it's like. But you not though, we not bros, ain't undercarded for your shows. You went low, I ain't doing the same though. I'm too classy, new classic, always matching.
Yo, let's play that. Hold up. Let me play that back one more time. Let me play that. Wow, these people. You know, I love what we do, Gil. Real talk.
That was pretty fire.
I love what we do.
Joey Vontae is a beast, though.
I just wish that the other people would catch up. I just wish the other people would catch up. Let's go.
Regardless.
Let's hear that again. Joey, let's go. Do that again, Joey. Ready? Where is it?
That's what you get for being cocky.
Nah, that's all right, man. We're going to get this. I need to hear this.
Say, go ahead, Joey. I don't want to.
No.
No. This the kind of remind
they can hear it, we can't.
Here. They say the legends never die, doubted it this year. I was trying so hard to hold them all as peers. Then I saw my reflection, I don't belong there. I caught a little air, floated up to new heights. New zip, new money, same thug life. Never connected with y'all, we ain't the same type. It's some deep in the veins, ain't in your sound bites. The clown types, a cap life on good
This
mics.
Dude said, I was trying to hang with my peers and saw the reflection. Man, why is this not working right? Anyway, and he said, I don't belong here. He realized he don't belong here. Then he elevated to new heights. This dude elevated.
Back with a dull knife. Play the religion for money, then live a double life. If you really about it, I'll show you what it's like. But you not though, we not bros, ain't undercarded for your shows. You went low, I ain't doing the same though. I'm too classy, new classic, always matching. Me against the world, no capping.
So, new single coming out this Friday.
Fire.
Joey dropping some, I don't know, man. What do you think?
Bars.
What do you think?
I thought it was fire.
I can speculate. I can speculate. He talking about, maybe I'm going way off, but I feel like he's talking about CHH, bro. I feel like he's talking about, like, I try to hang with my peers, looked in the reflection. I was like, I don't belong here. I don't belong with these people.
That's what it sounded like.
He elevated to new heights, elevation. You're thinking sanctification, growth.
Yeah.
You're seeing. But
I will say, like, I feel like he's arriving to a point that I've recently arrived to. And it's not that CHH itself, like the genre itself, is something that he's just, you know, separating himself from. It's the politics, it's the nastiness, you know, the look at me.
Well, he said you don't live this. He's basically challenging the fruit they bear.
Exactly.
You really about this life.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me too. So it you know, because I don't want people to not.
And then he
listen
talked
to
about
us.
the street. Did he say the street? I think what he's referring to is like hitting the streets, like being about his business for real.
Yeah.
Going out there and being the light, being the, you know, he's not coming from an angle where he's trying to flex like that. See, the untrained ear or somebody who doesn't even care about hip hop will hear this and be like, yo, he's mad prideful. He's elevating to new heights. He doesn't belong here. He's looking at the reflection. But if you break down what he's saying, knowing who he is, right? And watching his consistency, you understand what he's saying. It's not about being prideful. As a matter of fact, it's about realizing I'm not like the rest of the wannabes.
Yep.
The people who proclaim to be something that they're not. You saying that you're doing this for your father. You saying as a Christian, right? That's why that's why I'm kind of wary against people, not against, but wary when people tread carefully around the title Christian hip hop. Because what is it about the Christian aspect of it that rubs you the wrong way as a Christian? What? Because I don't want to be over the top. I don't want to be silly, or I don't want to be seen as
put in the box.
I don't want to be put in the box. I don't want to be one of those crazy Christians that are all about my father.
Does
that make any sense?
That would be preposterous.
I don't want to be.
You're all about your father.
I don't want to be one of those crazy Christians that worship Christ. That's insane. That's not what I'm trying.
Hey guys, check this guy out.
That's not what I
He
desire
wants
to
to be
be.
like Christ.
What a corny Christian.
What a corny Christian.
Yo, he wants to actually imitate his master.
And you want to hear the cherry on top? He showed me the scripture to back it up. Oh, what a loser.
Wait a minute. He actually read the scriptures? Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, it was disgusting. I had to take a shower. His song sanctified me.
Tell me you didn't call
I
him
had to
again
go
after
and take
that.
a shower after
I
that.
deleted his number right away. Kidding me? Forsaking that body. Better believe I'm forsaking every ordinance the Lord has
He got me so mad.
has created.
I felt so edified. I spit in his face.
Bro, you don't want to go to him. Why? Because he prays. What? With you? On the phone? In Christ's name. What? What kind of a Christian?
That's automatic. Heresy.
What kind of
That's automatic.
what kind of Christian? My bad. All right, let's stop. All right, so Joey Vantes, going back to I'm looking forward to the single. Bro, I got my eyes and ears open, man. I'm saying, I'm watching it, and you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna make a move. Something crazy is gonna happen, and then everyone's gonna try to latch on. Everyone's gonna, I knew it. I'm watching. I see it. I see the consistency. I hear the sound. I see what Homeboy's doing with his daughter.
Yo,
I believe it's his
that
daughter.
He did with his daughter is crazy.
So bro, it's like he hit. You know how Emcee N.I.C.E was? Yo, thank you, Emcee N.I.C.E, in a humbling way, not trying to. Thank you, Emcee N.I.C.E, encouragement. Yeah. But you know how he was saying like. We're not missing, like we're putting out consistency.
Yeah.
And so when I hear Joey Vantes say elevated to new heights, like I feel like that was a milestone for us. Like how we broke through as songwriters, for real. Because you could check the last 3 songs we put out and you could compare them with all the other songs. Not saying the other songs don't have their place. Like they have their place in our growth, in our story as artists. But bro, there's a new wave now. There's a new, we done tapped, the Lord allowed us to tap into this area that we were like, hold up. We didn't even know this thing existed.
All glory to God, man.
All glory to God, right? So knowing that with longevity, most people become content with who they are as artists and they don't challenge themselves to step up and do something outside the box. They don't challenge themselves beyond what they already know. And then they get stuck in a box called whatever their name is. That's the brand. LL Cool J. Boom. You already know the brand. Yep. Snoop Dogg. Boom. You already know the brand. I can say these names and you already know the brand. They stay there. You know who bobs and weaves? You know who moves in and out? I don't want to keep bringing it back, but you got the jukebox, the famous jukebox Drake.
Yeah.
Who bobs and weaves and doesn't stay in the box. And you can learn something from that. You can learn something from artists that are continuing to challenge themselves and go into areas that are unknown to them because they want to perfect their craft. If you want to perfect your craft, you're never content. Just like the Christian walk, like you're not content. You want to become better every year. You want to mature. With maturity comes quality.
Yeah.
It doesn't reverse. The body reverses, but we're not lifting weights with the microphone, bro. Like I don't understand that.
But dude, it really
know
is kind of like lifting weights, man. Like if you're not in the booth a lot, if you're not practicing, if you're not perfecting,
it's
almost like
the craft,
exercising that muscle of your brain, like that part of your brain that thinks of creativity and how you want to sound and creating melodies, creating harmonies, those pockets, that makes your vocal stand out. Like all those things, that's a muscle that you got to like work out in a sense.
Yeah, you do.
Because there's a reason why when you listen to your first recordings compared to your most current, there's a difference.
Yeah.
The difference is that you learn those tricks and you're like, I adjust my mic to this, turn this down, because now I know that this messes with me if it's too loud, and I can't sing properly or rap properly.
Yep.
Those are all the techniques that you learn from being in the booth.
Yep.
So
putting work in.
I don't know, maybe the artist needs to hear this. If you have a problem with how you sound, it's just because you haven't found out how to record. Yeah. Or you haven't found out your way of going about a song.
Right, bro. Yo, real talk. My voice is rugged and, raspy. There's some beats that are rugged and raspy and they don't complement each other at all.
Yeah.
So there's been moments where in my ignorance, I didn't know that these tones clash with each other.
Yep.
And then over time, now I understand if there's a beat that has that same rugged tone in that same pocket, now I have to flip it up, which is why I'm messing with melodic sounds and creating different sounds, because now I'm flexible to go up against a beat that fills that tonal space. I can move to a different space and now I sound dope because it's not clashing in that muddiness.
Yep.
Now I'm at a different space. See, a lot of people just don't get to that point, but these are gems. So
yeah,
you're a songwriter, you're a recording artist. This is stuff that you learn over time. Yeah. And that's not to mention mic placement. That's not to mention the actual recording booth. That's not to mention your distance from the mic. That's not to mention expression. That's not, it goes on and on from there. But
even
anyway,
the type of microphone you buy, it may not receive your voice the way you want it to, and you may have to experiment with different types of microphones.
I would even go as far as to say is you haven't found your sound if you can't go into a studio and say, hey, excuse me, do you have the whatever, and you know the exact model and brand that sounds dope with your voice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're on a level of professionalism at that point. And there's certain places that you can go and rent mics. You can go into different places, rent a mic, they ship it to you, whatever, or Guitar Center, go and rent a mic and experiment with different mics to find the one that fits your voice, that complements your voice. That's if you want to perfect the craft. That's if you desire to,
and
level
best
up.
Believe all your favorite artists have a favorite microphone.
Facts, bro.
They have a microphone that they love. Trust me.
Going back to Joey Vantas, man, I see it, bro. And what he was saying in that whole thing, I really believe that it's, for me, I can read between the lines, and it's pretty dope how he's embodying the hip hop spirit. As far as, and now somebody will be like, oh, so he said spirit, you see? But he's
it's a demon.
He's embodying the hip hop spirit, right? He's embodying that competitive, swag, prideful type, attitude. But he's actually sharing a message about pretty much saying, I'm not immature like the rest of this genre, and I'm seeking to be sanctified and grow in my faith. Yeah. And I want to really, truly honor my God with my craft.
Yeah.
I'm really about this life. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm looking forward to it.
Show it.
This Friday. That's what's up. We're going to jump into our next feature track and then come back and probably just bug out until we got to cut out.
Yeah.
So, bug out till you cut out. Is that the title? Yeah. Bug out till you cut out? All right, cool.
Sounds good to me.
Bug out till you cut out. Cool. Here's our next feature track.
As opposed
Loved
to
One.
How we never do that.
And Banja. Eagles featuring King Charles. Here we go.
We all want freedom. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. They will chain us down and lock us up for freedom. Oh, oh. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. Like eagles.
I miss it, set me free. Listen, Jaja, I'm we take the lead. Reap the harvest, come me plant the seed. Now go see me pon me knees. Pray to Jaja, friend, no make them seed. Bad mind can't do none of me energy. Tell you no say, everybody want the same thing, eh? Freedom is a must and no plaything. Life is so amazing, loving the creation, eh? Jaja will protect you when you walk. Cause we all want freedom, we all want life. We sure do need him, his strength and might. We all want freedom, we all want life. And it's a gift we all should have.
We all want freedom. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. They will chain us down and lock us up for freedom. Oh, oh. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. Like eagles.
Hey, think about a world where everybody really free. free. Free from all the troubles where we face every day in the street. Jaja bring me right throughout this stormy sea. That's why me give thanks and praise, cause him never have to do it. Cause everybody want the same thing, eh? Freedom is a must and no plaything. Life is so amazing, loving your creation, eh? Jaja will protect you when you walk, cause we all want freedom, we all want life. We sure do need him, his strength and might. We all want freedom, we all want life. And it's a gift we all should have.
We all want freedom. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. They will chain us down and lock us up for freedom. Oh, oh. It's a gift we take for granted, soar like eagles. Like eagles.
Super Fireman, Banja Eagles featuring King Charles.
That song is crazy.
Gil is loving it, man.
Well, I'm a huge Jamaican reggae fan, so like,
I know. Didn't you had a gospel Jamaican type themed EP that you were gonna put out, Jamaican N.I.C.E?
Oh yes, that's exactly what it's called. And,
with a Spanish accent somehow.
Jamaican N.I.C.E. We had a bunch of them.
Somehow it was with a Spanish accent.
Bob Marley Experience.
We
had a bunch of
that's
them.
a.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Was that charismatic? Or?
Yeah, it was definitely. It was the whole album was anointed with oil.
Okay.
And it was olive oil from Egypt, so you know it was good. It was the good stuff,
bro. As our fashion designer, bro, I figured that this would be a dope topic for us to come across, man.
I can't believe these kids love
Crocs sales surge.
This is insane,
bro.
Insane.
400, first quarter.
These are the
$460 million. The surge
ugliest.
is by 64%, bro.
That is the
people are
thing
copping the Crocs, man.
Post Malone has his own too.
Oh, okay.
He has his own Croc.
Okay.
They're called the Davy Crockett's. No, I'm kidding.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
So tell
ugly,
me as
man.
my tell me
thing.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Those
tell me as
are,
my fashion designer.
But what I have heard is that they're
am I okay to rock Crocs?
You can. Because you are your own man.
Wow. Like
but I will
I'm saying as a fashion designer, bro. If I was like, bro, I'm going to the 2020 Summerfest.
I go out there pretty far with fashion, but this one.
So you're saying don't rock these for the 2020
I will
Summerfest.
not. And I highly recommend you.
Do you rock these with socks or barefoot?
You could do both, but if you do without the socks, you're going to be slipping and sliding with the sweatiness. You know what I mean? Or you might not. I guess it depends on how you run.
Are these the kind with the leather type feel that start stinking over like
I don't know. I don't own them, but I would never, and I never will.
I don't think so. They got the
they look perforated. They got perforated holes.
Some
in
breathing, some breathing.
And you know those holes? They have characters and like little pins that you can buy to fill those holes. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No,
yes, it's ridiculous.
What? Bro?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So what do you mean characters? Like you could have.
So they like a special pin.
Like homeboys?
That's created for jocks.
Like the homies?
Crocs. I don't know. They probably have homie ones. Who knows?
You got all the homie collection?
I'm going to look it up right now, and I'm going to show you.
Oh, that's
hilarious. Accessories.
Baby, don't you got a pair of Crocs?
There it is. Croc accessories.
Why?
Bro.
You think they're ugly too?
Look at this. These are all gems and things.
No way.
Yeah, bro. Look at it. And you can put these in your Crocs. So they probably do got homies. I'm gonna look that up now.
Look up homies for the Crocs. We're gonna rock those. We're gonna rock those for the 2020 summer.
Oh, if we do the homie joints, I might.
We do the homies with the
Croc charms.
Oh, they have it. Yes,
homie Croc charms,
bro. We got Tell me we can't go to that. That will be hilarious.
Yo,
they will write us.
They have the Avengers.
Like, get these guys out of here. They wouldn't know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it, bro.
Why not, bro?
The Crocs, man. Nah, I can't do that.
The homie Crocs.
I feel like that's heresy.
Oh man, heresy.
That's fashion heresy, bro.
Oh man. So Crocs is the no, I guess.
Yeah, man. I think this that's not Christian type thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like the Crocs?
Yeah.
You mean like they would rock it? What are you trying to say? Is this like a sneak diss or something?
I'm just kidding.
I don't get it.
I'm just playing.
You was okay. So
I was trying to throw a sneak diss, but it went right over your head, and now it just got weird. So
I'm trying to figure out the sneak diss. Which one of them will wear the Crocs? What were you saying?
All of them. No, I'm kidding. Now Ant wouldn't. Ant would not wear Crocs.
No.
Ant would be like, I rebuke that. The dude has a pair of Nikes spinning in a glass case behind him on the show. Like, he's not wearing no
Can you see him with a spinning Croc?
He's like, these are the Post Malone editions.
These are the legit ones.
He's like, I only get the important ones. These are the Post Malones.
You heard about the Yeezy?
The chancla?
Yeah.
The chancleta?
Wasn't there like a prototype sold?
Yo, they look comfortable. Those look comfortable. Even though they look weird, kind of like these, but they at least look comfortable. The Yeezy chancletas. I'm going to say chancleta just because I can't think of the word right now. The slippers? The slips.
Got it.
And they
All right,
also
so no Crocs then.
If I was still like mad young, I would probably save up my money to get it to my mom because they don't look like they were hurt when my mom tossed them at me. Because that was like
these are light, dude.
They were the universal.
If you want a chancleta thrown at you,
Facts.
you want it to be a Croc.
Be that. I'd be like, Mom, look, it's Mother's Day.
Yeah, give her the Crocs.
Yay.
And that way you can
hit you with the chancleta. I'll be like, go ahead.
You can just super over exaggerate when you get hit. Oh, you know how you
flop on the ground and start.
You know how you fake you fake you fake like the cramp. Oh my leg. Oh.
She's like, te duele.
Good.
It hurts.
She walks away. Good.
Well, that's because you bought it for me. I hope it hurt. I'm like, yeah.
You just stay crying until she goes away.
Thanks.
You wink at your brother. He blows up your spot. She comes back. Yeah, I used to hate that.
And because it didn't hurt, you could be bold. You could be bold with it and kind of kiss up, like, "Thank you, Mom, for hitting me. You really taught me a lesson. I'll never do that again. Thank you, Mom. You're such a good mom,
bro." They
correct me with the rod, just like the Bible says.
They're experts with the chancleta. They'll find a way to make a Croc hurt.
Yo, my mom hit me with a chancleta around the corner.
Yo, that thing
she was like,
you.
Boom! And she was like, I was like, how did you do that?
The heat-seeking.
She was like, I know aerodynamic.
Well, with this Croc, she definitely gets you.
No, that thing will go through the wall. Look at that thing. It looks like a boat.
She'll throw it up in the sky.
It goes right through the wall. Like, she's like, and now you gotta fix the wall.
It goes through the wall?
For being stupid. Look at that thing, man. It looks bulletproof.
Wall. This dude said he was running from the other room and the Croc went through the wall. Dude, that's an expert level Hispanic woman right there,
that's
bro.
My mom, bro.
Wow.
She's a ninja.
Wow. Throwing Crocs. Ninja, the Crocs stick in the wall. Like ninja stars. Yo, why were there 7 Crocs? Who has 7 Crocs?
Ma, I thought you only had 2 pairs. Like, what the heck? How you get 7?
Who has 7 Crocs on standby? Wait a minute.
Ma, I didn't even know you had Post Malones.
These are size 13. Where are you getting these Crocs?
These are the neighbors. Keep going.
The neighbors are missing their Crocs.
She's grabbing them through the ceiling.
The neighbors. Oh, shoot, man. Dude.
Keep running your mouth.
Oh, man, if we could do skits.
Keep running your mouth.
We could do, that would be a Mortal Kombat level. There'll be a chancleta with a rope on it. Get over here. Just a Croc.
And somehow the chancleta went on your foot and she's dragging you by your foot.
Yo, every power, they have them all. The freezing one, it's a Croc.
It's all Crocs.
It's all Crocs. Yo, when Liu Kang does his bicycle kick, it's with the Crocs.
Mortal Crockett.
Let me stop. Fatality.
Fatality.
With a Croc. Oh.
Fatal chancleta.
I live for these moments, bro, right here. Oscars.
Yeah, bro. And look, you want to see what it looks like when it's all charmed up?
Man.
Look, that's what it looks like, bro.
You got me going, bro.
That's what it looks like when they're all charmed up.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, man.
Super fire.
Looks awesome.
Super fire Crocs. Customized Crocs.
Can't believe people actually love those things.
So, dope transition right into our next.
Instead of the Crocs, let's go to Oscar. It's Crocs spelled differently.
Oh, you. Speaking of Crocs,
how about them Oscars? Expert level transition. If you want to know how to transition your show,
we have been doing this
ours.
for 145 episodes.
Dumb, stupid
Still
Crocs.
can't get it right.
So how about that Oscar?
Oh, shoot, man. So, I mean, I guess getting hit with an Oscar award. Okay, I can't. Never mind. I tried.
Jeez.
I'm trying to improvise on the fly, and I'm like, I can't even figure this out.
Now, if your mom could smack you with an Oscar, you are privileged.
Facts.
It's like, dang, my mom hit me with a chancleta. My mom hit me with an Oscar. Really? Did you have to say that? You jerk. Why don't you go home?
Thank you, girl. You on fire today, bro.
How about you go home to your Diana Summers or whoever your mom is?
I got hit with Crocs. You got
my
hit
mom
with
hit me with an Oscar. Oh, really? Someone's showing off. We don't even care that they got hit with an object like an Oscar. We care about is the humble brag.
With a metal object just straight laid out on the floor.
Jeez. And
wow.
Somehow we took a selfie with the Oscar that you got hit
laid
with.
out on the floor. Highly blessed. No.
Hashtag highly favored.
Highly favored. Oh, shoot. Only here, bro. Only here. So yeah, man, the Oscars, the lowest ratings ever recorded, dropped to 58.3% from 14 million last year. 85 million viewers on Sunday night. They're at the lowest
of viewership.
Yep.
Yeah, because people got especially the way it ended. I guess like towards the end of the night, it was they were given the last amount of awards, and Chadwick Boseman didn't get it, and then right after that, they named like four white winners. Not to be racial, but that's how it ended. It was like four winner, all white people, and then they were like, all right, thank you.
You think it's because of that? You think that has
Well, a lot of people have boycotted the Oscars for those reasons, that they feel like there's still a lot of injustices going on, even within the movie.
Partiality,
favoritism, all that, like politics that doesn't seem right. So I've heard this for a while now, like different actors speaking out and saying like, yeah, this is whack. Like, I'm not doing this. And now it just makes sense that it's continuing to drop because more and more people are dropping out. Big names.
Somebody was saying that it possibly could be because people aren't watching it on TV. They might be watching it on like the YouTube Live or the Facebook Live or wherever else they are.
That could be it too.
Publishing the event.
I say that because you know how powerful media has become in these last few years in regards to swaying and cancel culture. And a lot of big names are speaking out and saying things they don't like about the culture in regards to Oscar and how they run it.
Isn't it crazy how much it affects like just the way of thinking?
Yeah, bro. So
culture?
Think about it. Your favorite artist or your favorite actor is saying, yo, this is whack. This is trash. I ain't going. I'm not being a part of this. All those fans are going to be like, well, then I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to watch it. Boycott.
Yep.
And that's how we birth cancel culture. Because one prominent name says something.
I mean, that's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Because the culture is it's a consumer type culture, right? Everything is about marketing, branding, everything across the board. Our entire society functions off of marketing and branding.
Yep.
Everything.
100%.
From what you eat to what you drink to what you wear. It's like, that's just the American way. So the best way to hurt somebody
But the thing that's different now is that now the product isn't as important anymore. Now it's the name attached to it.
Now it's, what do you do for us?
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like you have, like The Rock or whatever. Like if he right now says something bad about Under Armour's done. If he was to just publicly be like, yo, Under Armour treated me like trash, you know what I mean? They're racist. They didn't pay me anything. The whole time I've been with them, they've been kind of shortchanging me. They would be done, son, because he has a very powerful platform. And that's the world that we live in. So to see the Oscars kind of drop, it makes sense to me.
Does it really matter to you?
It really don't. But what it does matter to me is that one word from someone prominent could have a direct effect to your life.
You see that with the stock market, where you have somebody who just hints that they're gonna invest in it, and all of a sudden, the whole stock market changes.
Crazy
because somebody rich said something on Twitter.
That's the part that scares me. I don't care about the Oscar, but the fact that just a few people could just make a comment and make a post and completely change a whole landscape.
Yeah,
because Oscars was like the go-to. Like, you go to the Oscars, there's no question. And if you're a fan, you watching the Oscars. There's no question. So to see the numbers drop like this is scary.
It makes sense though, because
a powerhouse like this can be affected. People like us is like, we're just a
American, but it's American Idols, bro. Speaking of Oscars, it's American Idols, bro. So it makes sense. So if you have people who are motivated by influencers, it makes sense.
Yeah.
They're going to move. Their money's going to move. Their attention is going to move. Everything's going to move off of those influencers.
Yep.
It's a landscape of influencers and followers. And why? Why do you have influencers? Because they're banking off of their following. And why do you have the followers? Because they're hoping they can become like the influencers. And so if you ever have those followers become influencers and everybody's influencers, well, then the influencers ain't making money. So there needs to be change in all these systems in order to be a guru of something, so you can keep having followers, so you can stay relevant and have your pockets fat. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Imagine if everybody legit got rich. Like, everybody knew that we wouldn't be able to get rich. There's not enough, right? There's not enough money for all of us.
True.
Like, imagine if everybody just did exactly.
Everybody's meant to be rich. That's the fact.
That's a fact. That comes with mindset. That comes with knowledge. That comes with time. That comes with, But
it also allows you, like, if you are seeking, to become successful in whatever way you're being successful in, these things are the things you need to consider.
Facts.
That there is a huge responsibility that comes with it, because now people are going to look to you.
Yo, not only that.
And that's in anything.
But not only that, but then you have people that can find the holes in the systems to cheat.
Yep.
So now you got cheaters in the system. So does that make it okay now for you to cheat? Because they're cheating they got to cheat to get ahead?
Well, no. I mean, especially depending on the if you're a person
but you would have people have you believe that the only way for you to succeed is if you cheat the system.
Oh, of course, yeah.
They would tell you that.
Of course.
Actually, that's where we get fake it till you make it. Like, that's an actual expression.
Even if you don't know what you're doing,
you make it.
Act like you do.
Let me ask you, is fake it till you make it a godly trait? Should we do that?
No.
Should you fake it till you make it?
Honestly, I would even go as far as saying it's borderline sinning.
It is.
Because you're lying.
Exactly. It's deception.
You're deceiving people.
I'm not qualified for this, but I'm a pretend like I'm qualified for this.
Yeah. And you're not doing the job. You're like, you're not actually doing the job. You're kind of just skating by.
Yeah. Facts.
And hoping nobody catches you.
Que lo que? Jimmy in the building. All right, dope, man. Good convo. What about the pacifier? Pacifier is coming out with a home pill to treat COVID.
You mean Pfizer?
Yep.
Tag, bro. It's Pfizer.
Pacifier is coming out with a new home pill. Spitfire. A lot of artists might want to get this ASAP. Especially in CHA. Spitfire.
If you want to Spitfire, get the Pfizer.
Pfizer is now it's now in pill form.
I would not be surprised if that's their next pitch, because they're trying to make it seem like if you want to travel, take this. If you want to go to work, take this. If you want to spit hot fire, get this.
I got this too. It's all the same pill. Like, wait a minute, this thing treats everything.
Yo, how is it that I can spit better?
Gives you a 6-pack. Makes it. Gets you the ability.
This pill will literally turn you into 50 Cent. You'll have the 6-pack, you can rap, and you and act.
Yo, Jimmy says, speaking of those fake it till you make it, does that include fake Instagram followers?
Yo, heck yeah, that matters.
That does include.
Because you're lying.
Instagram
you're deceiving
followers.
People into thinking that you're this, successful page, and you bought them. You bought all those people.
That includes fake everything. Spotify bots.
Because then, if a Christian was to say, "Nah, bro, those are systems that I'm using to get where I'm getting," I'm like, I would argue this. All right, if we are Christians and we are to walk in integrity, right? The Bible says to tend to your garden, tend to your lot, So that way your lot can produce those fruits. So if you're saying, I'm not gonna attend to my lot, I'm just gonna pretend I got mad lots. Okay, I don't really have them, but I'm gonna pretend like I do, and I'm gonna tell everyone I do, and hopefully people will believe what I got, and they'll invest in me, and then I will get those lots. That's the part where we're talking about.
That's trash.
But if you cultivate the one you have, you will equal to that person who gets all those followers.
Let me tell you this. So there's the fake it till you make it, which is buying the bots, the fake accounts, right? The fake views, the fake traction. It's fake.
Yeah,
You're
it's
buying
not real.
views.
Buying views.
Versus you have a YouTube advertisement actual channel. Jimmy, you can attest for this.
Yep.
That where you can pay for marketing, legit a marketing ad. You put $1 behind a system that exists, and what they do is they find the targeted demographic that you're trying to reach per age, gender, location, whatever, and even like titles, sounds like artists, whatever, Christian hip hop. You probably put Lecrae, Bizzle, whatever you put down to reach that demographic. What do you call it? Rapzilla, Track Stars, whatever. And now your dollar is actually being pushed by a system that exists in a legitimate way that just puts it in front of people. And then they decide whether they want to follow the link to listen to your music, follow you and become a fan, support you, whatever. But that also generates views.
Amen.
That also generates traction to your YouTube.
Yep.
So like, let's say you want to boost a video, if you will. You can't really boost a video, but you can use a video as an ad. Am I dropping too much, Gil? You give me a look.
No, that's a fact.
Right?
Because this is the deal. This is the deal. Like, all these artists, like, these are things that we're learning now.
I don't know how we got from Pfizer to marketing and branding, but let's go.
How did we get there?
I don't know. It's Jimmy. Jimmy's a marketer, so he just swayed and controlled our.
Anyway,
right,
I like this conversation.
I like it too.
Pfizer can
Pfizer's
go
chill.
phase out.
We'll get back to you in pill form.
But in reality, every business that you see, even this Pfizer. Even this whole COVID thing, it's all about branding.
They're like,
why do you think they're having all these
you
commercials?
Don't gotta take a shot. We'll give you a pill.
Yeah, all these commercials that you're seeing, like ads and stuff like that. You see it on the billboards. Get vaccinated. You see stickers everywhere. Mask, vax, mask, and vax, and you're like.
Yeah.
It's all about promotion.
Fact.
The reason why they're promoting is because they want people to get this vaccination. Why do they want people to get this vaccination? Because they're getting money per dosage. All those things that you're getting right now, someone paid millions of dollars, and then those millions of dollars went to Pfizer. They're making crazy money. So the more they promote this, the more people get vaccinated, the more money they're making. This is all connected. It's all connected. So you're a rapper, you're an artist, you're, whatever it is that you're doing, and you're putting out your work, and you're like, why isn't this working? Why is my music all of a sudden getting crazy attention? Because what you did is you took your CD, you created it,
and then you put it underneath the car seat.
No, you went outside, put it in your yard, went back in your house and said, man, I wonder who's going to listen to it.
No one.
No one, because you went outside, put it in the grass, and went back inside.
Yeah, you gotta
create more CDs, pass them out, create an ad on the newspaper, billboards. This is what the industry does. Whenever something new is coming out, the new iPhone. What do you see everywhere you look?
Bro.
Is iPhone ads, iPhone posters, commercials, radio slots of them saying new iPhone 57 is coming out. It'll change the world. Boom, boom.
Can your ideas change the world? No.
This is what you see. But then artists come out with this new product, this new merch, or new CD, or new this. They go out and they mention it to people, and then they're like, "Man, it's not even getting on the Billboard charts, bro. This is whack." That's because you didn't put it anywhere. Did you create in a distribution that literally costs like $19.99? And you can get your music on all streaming platforms.
Jimmy says 2020 shutdown was all part of the marketing for this this pill.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Wolf on Wall Street in DC. Sell me this vaccine.
That's exactly what it is. They're making stupid money off of this vaccine, and then now businesses are starting to say that this is going to be a requirement. Colleges saying this is a requirement. So what do you think is happening right now to Pfizer, Moderna, and all these pockets?
Okay, what was it? Rocket till we stop it?
No.
What was it? I forgot.
It was
Rocket till we stop it?
Bop it? No.
Bop it till we anyway.
Damn.
My bad. But yeah, facts. True. So yeah.
But
I don't know what my point
it's all about.
Oh, they're trying to make a pill.
They're trying to do a pill now.
I guess now that does that eliminate Mark of the Beast now, everyone?
What would be crazy
it's a pill form now.
When they introduce
what
the
happens
pill,
now? Do we have to shift our doctrine now? All the people that were saying this is the Mark of the Beast, and now they got pill form, and they're like, shoot.
And they go like this. They go like this. They zoom in, and it's the Flintstone pill. It's the Flintstone kids. We're growing strong.
Do you not have to, like a fake prophet, have to undo all of your previous statements and concerns and like try to fit in that a different narration for the pill to be the Mark of the Beast now? I don't know. Was it ever going to be a shot?
I don't think it's. I don't know.
It was never going to be a shot.
I believe it's going to be like people say. It's going to be that chip.
It's going to be a stamp.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. You put a chip right here. You walk up to the thing, and they go.
What happens?
Think about this.
Hold on.
Right now, I'm going to hospitals, and before I can go in, I have to scan my forehead,
true,
and they're checking for what? Temperature. But they're getting people used to walking in and going
boop on your forehead. Ah, look at you.
Makes sense.
Look at you. Shut. No, don't do
makes
that.
Sense.
Don't
it
do
makes
that.
sense. It makes sense. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen.
It's programming.
But think about
your head.
Wait. But I'm getting to a point.
Wow.
What I'm saying is
deep.
that look how easy people just responded and they said, okay, in order for me to get in, I have to put my head on this device and it tells me a number and I tell them what my temperature is and now I can walk in.
That is bugged out. I give you that. I give you that.
Or they put the temperature on your wrist. And they go beep. Oh, 97.8.
No, they do my
You're
neck.
Fine.
My neck on my. They never do my wrist. They do my neck on my forehead.
One place did my wrist, and I go into a lot of businesses. That's part of my job.
Wow.
And they did my wrist or my forehead, or I go to a box like a machine, and I go like this, and they check. Beep 97.8.
He's not hot enough. No.
He's way too hot. Well, thank you.
Wow.
But yeah, my point is that it's not too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Because nobody batted an eye.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, this is weird. I'm not going to put my forehead on this random thing. Like, no.
Pfizer.
Everybody just did. Yo, put it like this. I just checked look how conditioned. This is not a joke.
At drugstores
this is not a joke. This is a real video that I saw on Instagram recently. An Instagram reel.
Yep.
This guy works at a airport. So there's constantly people just coming through. He put on a vest, like traffic vest, and his videos is that he takes random objects, doesn't matter what it is, and he stops people and he pretends to scan them.
With some
random object. He did one with an eggplant,
and they let him.
Oh, he did one with a spoon.
Wow,
a spoon. It was a purple spoon,
and they let him.
And he stopped them and said, "Hold on." And they're like,
I don't have anything. I told you.
And then they keep walking.
Yo.
That's how conditioned people have gotten, bro. And everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody's just walking. And he's like, excuse me.
Yo, I'm going to try that randomly. I'm just going
to. I'm telling you, if you're in the hospital and you wearing like your official gear, like you got your name tag and everything, stop somebody use this that says your name.
Marrio Esco.
It says your name on it. And just be like, excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
And I guarantee they're going to be like, okay.
Dude, don't tell.
No problem. Am I good? Am I good to go?
I was going to say, don't tell Catholics that they'll be pouring the holy. No. Excuse me. They just let you. Just get soaked up. That's how conditioned you are.
Pentecostals are going to be pouring holy oil on you.
Yeah.
Okay, you can come
blessing people like, wait a minute.
Stop right now. Hold on. Espíritu
Conditioning
Santo.
To be.
Espíritu Dios es soberano.
Can you condition people to be saved?
Can you?
Is that sort of like.
They walk in and they're able to memorize the gospel?
Is that sort of like the idea with your children, though? Raising them up in the knowledge of the Lord?
Yeah.
Preparing them to be saved?
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't guarantee it,
I know.
We can raise them up in the Lord all you
threw it
want.
out there. But yeah, all right. So pill form soon kind of breaks up. I don't know. I think it kind of breaks up the whole. I have no idea.
Try our new
I don't know what's next. A breath mint, or like a can. I don't know. A drink. I don't know.
What are you talking about? The cure?
I'm saying they're getting creative with it. They're like, oh, they don't like the shot. How about a mint? You know, it's the same thing.
Take a Tic Tac.
It's the
You'll
same
be cured,
type of,
and your breath will be minty fresh.
It's the same type of ingredient or whatever they want to get in you. It's just a different form, and they like this better.
It'll get ridiculous if I see double mint Pfizer, double mint gum. Get out.
And it's a breath freshener too. You know, you got your Pfizer? Mm-hmm. I'm chewing it now.
Mentos Pfizer, full of life. Mentos.
And then they pull the mask off.
Pfizer.
And it's the gum sticking to the mask in their mouth. No. No, all right.
Why?
Spotify launches new subscription podcast platform. Really? It gives podcast creators the ability to create podcasts exclusively for paid subscribers on and off Spotify.
Wow.
What do you think of that, bro?
That's pretty fire.
I know Apple has already did something like this. Apple announced its podcast subscription service last Thursday. So now these platforms are incentivizing content creators, specifically podcasters, to join their platforms because you could get paid. Straight subscribe to a podcast for a certain cost and everything's. So now that kind of gets rid of the whole Patreon. If Spotify gives you different features for audio,
and they get a percentage,
you know what I'm saying? And
that's actually
I know actually Joe Rogan on Spotify, he has a visual podcast on Spotify. So you can choose to watch it, or you can shut your phone off and it'll continue to play in your headphones.
That's dope. Because YouTube, if you shut your phone off,
you can't play
everything. Yeah.
Where in Spotify, you can play it.
That's dope.
So they're
guarantee YouTube
you know
is right behind that one.
They have to be.
They're going to be right behind that move. That's a dope idea.
Yo, Jimmy said, pretty soon your vaccination will be available every iOS update.
Yo, for real.
It's the vaccine.
Just take your iPhone and slap yourself with it. You're cured.
But yeah, so that's pretty dope for Spotify doing this. I'm probably going to be looking.
It's going to be the Pfizer update.
I'm probably going to be looking into this a little bit more and just I thought it would be dope to talk about for those that have podcasts and listen to the show. Shout out to That's Not Christian and a few others. Hand claps for y'all. Definitely something to look into. Spread the word for those that are just, tuning in and know people that have these types of platforms. We want to help one another rise up. We're all about that spirit that Emcee N.I.C.E is coming with, about unifying and building up. And we love it, man. As hard as it is with all these challenges in this messy, I keep saying it, but we still want to be faithful with, the genre that we feel that God called us to, man. Like, that we feel that we're built for. So, that we're devoting our time to. So yeah, go check it out. Spotify, anyone who's a podcaster, definitely go do your research and figure out ways that you can monetize your platform and another way for you to get blessed and get income for what you do.
And definitely always save your content.
Facts. That's another thing.
Save your content. Do not depend on the servers of whatever platform you're using. Have your own library of all your content.
Always backup recordings of everything.
Everything.
Audio, film. If you're filming, backup recording of that. And if you got the money, a backup recording, because once the hard drive goes, a lot
like an external hard drive is always
gone.
a good thing to have.
If you got cloud-based like services, you can use that too as a backup. But backups are important, bro. And I know those that are involved with the CHH genre has, saw what happened with the crew. Somebody complained, a few artists complained actually, and then their YouTube
they lost their platform.
Was shut down. They had like over 26,000, something like that, subscribers. And then just like that, bam, they gave them notice. I think it was like 7 days, 1 week. We're cutting you off. Now you gotta scramble to download all your episodes and before your time cuts out. And so just make sure that you back up your stuff and the crew shout out to the crew too for doing their work. They did an interview with Lecrae recently. I think they dropped 1 and 2, so go check that out as well. But yeah. All right, y'all. We're over our time. It was a blessing. It was dope having Emcee N.I.C.E with us from the jump. If you just jumping in now, we had Emcee N.I.C.E in. I highly recommend you go back and take a listen to my podcasters. What up? Love y'all. Definitely hit us up, man, on our hotline as well. Don't forget 774-243-0385 and or music at marrioesco.com. 2 R's in my name, and just say what's up, man. It's always a blessing to hear from y'all. And how
Jay,
we
you gotta listen back a little bit further back. Mario was saying that y'all will all rock Crocs on the show. y'all the type of crew to wear Crocs. Yeah. You know,
it's a crocker. No, let me. All right, yo. Grace and peace till next week.
Love y'all.
Latest.
You're listening on the podcast. Be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.